So I wanted to go over with you guys an initial go over kind of the initial email and kind of also kind of the initial uh, PDFs that you're sent in case it's might be confusing you. This is kind of a beginner how to get started um, Zoom, if you will. So on my screen, you have the initial email you get from Jeannie right here. So what basically that is that saying, hey, welcome to TUR, stands for Texas United Realty. And they're obviously you've accepted your invite. And then what's next is you got to send your documents to har.com so that they can start getting you processed. HAR is our MLS, our membership association, if you will. Multiple listing services, what it stands for. So har.com, you really want to get familiarized with that. And that's kind of my next video I'm going to do. So you'll have a better understanding of that. I can't keep, these videos have to be pretty short. So what's very important though is also this right here. Super important. We're going to go into that here in a little bit. So basically what it is once you accept your invitation from TREC, you Google TREC, that's who holds our license, Texas Real Estate Commission. You're going to accept your invite. And then after you, really this is kind of out of order in my opinion, you need to send the HAR package that you signed with Jeannie. It's one of these here at the bottom to har.com. It's the HAR at the top. Those are the documents. So then once you do that, then yes, you have to wait for HAR to contact you, and then or you will contact HAR after that. And yes, there is a fee for this service. I continue to pay this fee for the last 18 years. It is a quarterly and a yearly fee. When you get started, there's also an initial setup fee. I'm still trying to get the details because it's been so long since I've signed up. One of the mentees told me it was $600 right off the get-go. So, but you can't do that till after you send them the paperwork. Now, what I was going to do is go over some of these documentations because the biggest question I get asked is, okay, I've done all that. What do I do next? Well, I get you started in a dot loop account, which is your contract account. That's another Zoom meeting I'm going to do. It's going to go over how to access the dot loop and then how to pull a file and how to complete kind of the beginnings of how to complete a contract. That is dot loop is the program we use that has our contracts in it. And then we use that, we type in that program when we write up our offers. We type it up on our contract and the addendums, and all of that will be explained in a later setup. Also, you want to go and get your business cards. Now, I do have a guy that I like to use. He's right here. This is a business card example. And Printforce1, eprintforce.com. Guy's name is Scott, super helpful. He does need a professional photo sent to him via email. And I have some I can recommend. So please email me for that information if you don't have it already. Okay. Now, I was also getting a question like from A to Z. How does this work? I'm going to do a video on that too. Now, but the biggest thing here is I'm trying to get just kind of a beginner email so you kind of have an understanding of how can I get started, Ryan? Okay. Another thing that we can go over is OpCity. That's a good program for getting leads. You will have to sign the OpCity agreement, and it's this one. Sign it and send it to me. And that way I can send it to Fernando to get you started on that. And we can go over the OpCity. It's an app on your phone. It's pretty user-friendly. That is something else we can go through as well in a separate Zoom. So I'm going to kind of layer these out for y'all. Again, try not to swarm you with too much information. This is a great video to watch, so please keep watching. Okay, so let's say, Ryan, I'm a member of HAR. I paid my dues. You're setting me up with the contracts account, but I don't need the contract yet because I don't have a buyer yet. Okay, good. That's a valid question there. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to go through the TER training folder. Speaking of which, back it up a minute. The hard business cards is a great idea through Scott at Print Force One, but I also like to use I call it my digital business card. You can go to that website right there and you can create one for free. It even will load the Texas United Realty when you go to the logo. So that's really cool. All my emails that I have will have my Facebook and my e-business account. And the other two things that I'm going to also show you when we go to the HAR, I'm going to show you how to pull up your information about brokerage services, which everybody has to have that on your first face-to-face meeting. So I just go ahead and get it out the way and email it to them before I meet them. Now, there's also another one that's really good, Texas Consumer Protection. I go ahead and put that in there too. And then at the bottom, I just put my license, the broker's firm license, because the broker firm license in Texas United has a different license number. So my license, the firm license, and then our broker's license, and then our address at Texas United Realty. So go to that and you'll kind of get a good idea of what maybe you could do, have your email signature. But this is a great one. Go ahead and click on my business card and it'll show you how you can create your own through that website. So couple more good, great websites I was talking about to get started is Nextdoor. It's a good app. You can get in there and kind of see what the buzz is about in your community. And maybe there is also people in my neighborhood that have talked about listing their home in the Nextdoor app. I also joined my community Facebook page. Mine, you can't advertise or else they'll kick you out of the group. But I comment in there when anybody asks about certain things regarding real estate, and it's getting my name out there. I'm also wanting to use it to do a community. I'm setting this up. I want to do a community-wide Easter party, and I'm going to do it at my community park. It's going to be free for everybody that comes. I'm going to have a bounce house and beverage, food and beverages, drinks, water. Now, we can go into this in a later detail, but there's a way to do it where you can actually get sponsors like title companies or inspectors or lenders or all three, all of the above, preferably, to go in and sponsor that. And they can come to the party as well, or they might just want to have their advertisement on your flyer when you advertise the community. And I'm hoping that everybody in my community comes, or in my neighborhood comes to this, and then my name will get out there. Now, I was also going to talk about brand new homes, how you can start searching for those. Why? Because you want to be familiar with your area. You want to know what resale homes are on har.com, our local MLS, multiple listing service, and also what homes that may not be on MLS, which is open, which is for sale by owners or brand new homes that may not be on MLS. Some brand new homes are on MLS, HAR. I say MLS, it also means HAR, har.com. But let's see. Okay, so what is that website? Well, I found this recently. It's called newhomesource.com. Go ahead and get that app on your phone. I have it on my phone. It's a very user-friendly app. Now, here's why. It will tell you all the new homes in your area when you go to it. It'll also do that as well on your phone, on your app. Here's another good thing to use, a mortgage calculator that will give you an idea of maybe what the payments will be when your client asks you, hey, you obviously disclose to them that they need to speak to their lender about that, but that's going to be a helpful tool for you down the line. Remember, your payment They may not always have it on the mortgage calculator. Your payment includes principal and interest, obviously, what you have to pay back for the loan, taxes, insurance. So don't forget about those two things. And then the fifth thing that most people forget is PMI, which most time, if you don't put 20% down, it's called premium mortgage insurance. And you can Google that and figure out what that is if you don't already know. Now, New Home Source, it's an app. I downloaded it to my phone. The phone's a little bit easier to navigate. It allows you to search your area via a map and a radius. And it told me all the new homes that were available in the area that I chose. And for my test sample, I just did the area near where I live. Now, again, I mentioned Googling something. A client of mine asked me, hey, what's the homestead benefits in Fort Bend County? So I Googled it and I found my answer. Now, obviously, Google isn't always right. So what you should do to verify that is you can call the county appraisal district and they'll tell you over the phone. But that kind of gave me a short answer. Now, this is har.com. har.com right here at the top. Members only portal. And I'm going to enter matrix to give you an idea real quick of your IABS. Type in IABS into the search line. Search. Sorry, IABS. Boom. I'm not sure why it's not working. It's IABS. Come on. It worked for me just the other day. Maybe it's under, sorry. That's why. I apologize. That's more for finding a quick way to find a home if you just put the address in. You got to go back to your, before you hit that button, you can type in this, IABS. It found it. And then I can copy the URL and put it for both and put it in my email signature. The cool thing about this is it's going to be already pre-filled out with all the information if you need to refer back to that. So that's just a cool example. We're going to go to, okay, another good thing before I go to the tour training folder is your Facebook page. Now, everybody has a Facebook. I understand that. That's my main one. I have my professional picture in there. I mostly post about real estate because my friends and family are on my regular Facebook page too, and I want them to always be reminded. I try to post at least once a week. Now, people like videos because there's a training I just did. People are 60% more perceptive to you if they hear your voice. And then I think you get another like 15% response rate if you have a video of yourself or a picture. So that's why business cards have pictures on them, if you ever know. But your voice in a video is even better. So what I did is recently I created a page. I went to right here where it says page, and I created a page. Now, my page, I named it that. And then I have my @ and then I put real estate agent. Now, I'm still fixing it, but I put in my phone number. I connected it to WhatsApp, so that way people can contact me. I've got my first posts up, and I'm going to do a video here next because I understand you can promote your page. I'm not the best at this. Fernando's daughter, who works in the Texas United Realty office in Grant Road, Fernando told me she's an expert, FYI, with the Facebook pages. So I'm sure she knows way more than me if you want to get with her. She does train. She charges for that, but it's not a whole lot per hour.